Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Do you know what today is? It's the Just Our Imagination Challenge. I love this challenge. It is so much fun. But before we get to that, and I'll let you know more about it in a few minutes, I just want to say welcome to everybody, especially to those who are new here. And I want to introduce myself. My name is Brenda, and this is my Oliver, and we are so glad you stopped by. And if you are returning, oh my goodness, you guys are awesome and I love you to death. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, DIY number one. So for this DIY, I am taking these 4-inch wood letters that I get from Hobby Lobby. In that house I've had in my stash for a while, and I think I got it from 24 Hour Crafts. I'm going to paint them all with my Waverly chalk paint and the color Celery. After that, I took this wallpaper from Dollar Tree. I'm going to trace out the house, and then I'm going to cut it out. And after it's all cut out, and I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'm just going to show you a second here. I'm going to remove the backing. No, I did remove the backing, but I decided to cut the top part of the chimney off because I wanted that celery to show through instead. So then I'm just going to add it to the front of my house. And then I'm going to take some more of that wallpaper. I'm going to trim the excess off here first with my X-Acto knife. Just going to go around the house and trim it all off. You guys, I will tell you, this is like my 4th time doing this voiceover. I've had one issue after another, and I hope this one goes through. So I took some more of that wallpaper, I creased it, I'm going to cut it down, and then I cut down a second piece as well. And I'm going to use these to put them on this Dollar Tree sign. Now this Dollar Tree sign came in that color. You can choose black, white, or brown if you find them, or if your Dollar Tree has them. They're online as well. You can order them online. I've seen them there. But I thought this brown looked good with the celery color, and so I just went with it. I didn't paint it, just left it the color it came. Made it really easy. So this is a very beginner friendly project for anyone who is new with crafting. This is a very easy project. So I'm just going to use wood glue and hot glue here. Of course, the wood glue is for permanent hold. The hot glue is for immediate hold. And I'm going to glue the letters all in place with the house in the middle. And I will apologize for showing all of this gluing. I have been so tired. For many of you who don't know or might not know, that I have 2 nephews and a niece here, as well as my grandkids, and they have been keeping us busy, and I'm exhausted, you guys, trying to keep them entertained, trying to keep them fed, and trying to keep up with my videos. It's exhausting. And so I kept falling asleep while I was editing this, and that was even after my husband made me some more coffee, and I still was falling asleep. So I don't know how bad this video is going to be, so I apologize ahead of time. So once I have all of my letters in place, I am going to put holes. I'm going to use my little Cricut tool here to poke those hanger holes through that paper because I covered it up. And then after I have that poked through, I'm going to take some of this braided jute ribbon that I have in my Amazon store. I love this stuff. I think it is so pretty, and I thought it would look really nice to frame off that piece of wallpaper. So I'm just going to glue it to the top and the bottom of my wallpaper piece here, and I did this on the bottom part as well. And after that was all done, I think I'm going to take some of my braided jute cord that I also have from Amazon, and I put some tape on the end, and that cord is a lot thicker than your normal twine, so I'm using my needle nose pliers to kind of make that hole a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to run my jute cord through it. I'm going to also use my needle nose pliers here to pull it all the way through, and then just tie knots on the end. So we have a nice little hanger that looks a little nicer than just your normal jute. So after I was done, I took some of that twine, and I'm just gonna, this is just the regular jute twine from Dollar Tree. I'm going to make a shoelace bow, and then I'm just going to trim off the ends, and then I'm going to hot glue it right in the middle of my house. And that's all there was for this one. It is so cute. I love it. Super simple and easy. You have to let me know what you think about this beginner friendly home decor piece in the comment box below. Okay, today is the Just Our Imagination Challenge. I host this on the second Sunday of every month with my best friend Kathy Jo with Kathy Jo's DIYs. And we have 3 must-use items every month. And this month we have flip-flops, placemat, or tumbling tower blocks that we have to use. And then Kathy Jo and I get together and we discuss which one we felt used the must use items most creatively. And last month we had Melissa with Craft Crumbs made these items, and we thought these were great and that she did a great job. So we asked her to be our guest host. And so make sure you check out Melissa's channel, show her some love, subscribe to her if you haven't already. Make sure you check out Kathy Jo's channel and the playlist. I will have links to all of them in the description box below. So here is DIY number 2. So I'm going to take this wood chicken that I got from 24-Hour Crafts because Woodpecker Crafts didn't have any, and I'm going to paint it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. If you see a line there on the bottom of the chicken, that's because I am going to eventually cut that. Now I am going to make some images here on my chicken because I had a viewer reach out to me and she sent me a picture of a piece. It's an egg scale that she saw somewhere. I don't know where she saw it, but she wanted to know if I could try and recreate it for her because it costs more than what her budget was. It's $25 plus almost $10 of shipping. So that is kind of high for something like this. And I told her, well, it wouldn't be functional, but I would definitely give it a try. And then that way she can see how to make it. And so I have the picture sitting next to me on my laptop while I'm doing this, and I am just copying exactly what that picture shows. And right now I'm just making little sections that's going to show S for small, M for medium, L for large, XL for extra large. But once I had those outlined, I'm going to write some numbers down that match the numbers on the original picture. I'm not quite sure what those numbers represent because I couldn't see if it was supposed to be how many eggs or ounces or what. But then I'm just going to color in each section just like the piece was, the original piece. And then these had like 2.5, 2.25, 2, and onward, downward, plus some little hash marks to look like a scale. And then this one has like peewee, small, medium, large, extra large written out. And then after I have that all done, I am going to, I guess I'm still finishing here. I didn't want to cut the bottom of my chicken because I was doing this at like 9:30 at night, and I didn't think my neighbors would be too happy with me. So the next day I went out and cut my chicken, and then I took this oval wood piece from Dollar Tree with the tumbling tower blocks. I painted them all white. And then I'm going to take these bamboo sticks from Amazon. I have these in my Amazon store. I've had this set for like 3 years. It's a huge bag, and they last forever, and I use them for so much. But I am just cutting these down now. I wish I would have cut them down a little bit longer, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But I'm gluing this smaller piece down onto my little egg scale, and then I realized, oh wait, I need to paint it. So I painted my sticks with that. Plus, it's I think a 1/4 inch square dowel from Hobby Lobby. I painted everything with Waverly chalk paint in the color Mineral, and then I'm using wood glue and hot glue to glue these sticks, 2 of them on the front, and then I'm going to do 2 on the bottom. And this is why I should have made it, oh, I'm sorry, this is the square piece is a 1/2 inch. So I wish I would have made these longer because I didn't go long enough, because when I tried to put the round part, the scale part on, it was too close to the tail of the chicken. So if you want to recreate this, I would say make it a little bit longer. And then I put some of the sticks on the back. Now, I didn't have a picture of the back of my chicken, so I wasn't quite sure what it looked like. So I just thought, well, hopefully no one's going to see the back anyways. I just glued those in place. Then I took, this is from like a plastic champagne glass from Dollar Tree. I took the bottom part off of it and I painted it with the mineral. And then I cut a slit in it so that it would fit since those sticks weren't long enough, and then glued the bottom part to that square dowel. And then I took my extra fine Sharpie in red, and I'm going to write The Incredible, and then I'm going to use my extra fine Sharpie in green and write Egg Scale. Now, again, this is on the original piece, so I'm just following it as best as I could. There were a few things that was on the original piece that I couldn't quite see what it was, so I didn't put everything on there, but I put majority of it. So I'm going to take my wood glue and hot glue and put it on the bottom of my chicken here, and then I'm going to glue it to that base. Now, I felt because that chicken, the wood is real thin, it's not very thick, that it needed to be a little more sturdy. So I took the tumbling tower blocks, and I'm using my wood glue and hot glue here, and I'm just going to use these on the back of that chicken to help support it so that way it doesn't fall over. And once I have it all done, I guess I'm going to add some more glue here. I don't know. I don't remember what I did next. There we go. I am going to write on the base. It says something about put on level surface. I don't remember what all it says. But after that, I took my gold marker and I'm just making little dots to make it look like screw marks. And there it is. I think it turned out really cute. Debbie, I hope you like this one as well. And I will show you guys the original piece right after this so that you can kind of get an idea of what that one looked like as well. Well, hello guys, I am back. I want to take this moment like I usually do just to say thank you to all of you guys. You guys are just amazing and I appreciate you all so very much. I don't know what I would do without you. I know I wouldn't be doing this channel without you. So thank you so much. And if you're new here, and if you do enjoy today's video, and if you like home decor on a budget, I invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. Let me know in the comments that you're here. I'd love to get to know you. And yeah, just say hi. I love it when you guys comment. I do read all of your comments. I don't always give a lot of an answer. I do try to reply to every one of them, but just know I do appreciate every one of them and I appreciate all of you. So with all that, let's continue on with the video. Okay, DIY number 3. So I'm going to take my 14-inch wood round from Hobby Lobby and paint it white. And then this is a 7-inch wood round from Walmart. I'm painting it with Waverly chalk paint in the color Ballet Slipper. Once they're dry, I took this placemat from Dollar Tree and I am going to fold it in half. I am going to cut it along that fold line. Once that was cut in half, I fold it about maybe a third of the way in. And then I am going to crease it so that way I know where to cut. I'm going to cut that part off as well. I made 2 of these the same size, and then I am just going to kind of cut off the ends to make it a little more round. Just like you see me doing there, I'm going to do the other side as well. And then I am going to take my Aleene's tacky glue and I am just going to spread it all along the top part. Now, I'm not sure why I picked the Aleene's. You could pick pretty much anything. That's just what I picked. And then I'm just going to add my little placemat here and then I finished trimming it all off. And I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom. I'm going to add some glue. I went crazy with the glue on that one. And then I'm just going to add this to the bottom and then trim it so that it looks more round. And then once I was done, I created the same with my Cricut and I'm just going to add it to my wood round. And now I'm taking my flip-flops. I am going to cut the end of one of these. And then once it was cut, I am going to paint it with, now cutting these things can be tricky, you guys. This is pink Blush by Apple Barrel. But cutting those flip-flops, you have to be careful and like not try to cut all the way with your whole scissors, just like with the back part of the scissors. I hope that makes sense. Otherwise, it looks really clumpy on the edges. So after I had that painted, I cut out one supposed to look like a pig ear. So I traced it out and cut out two of these. Now these were kind of thick, so I was able to kind of cut the bottom off a little bit. But here I'm just taking my black marker and a cap, and I'm going to draw circles around. This is going to be the snout of my pig that I'm making. And then I colored it all in, and then I'm going to do the same thing for the eyes for my pig. After I had that all colored in, I'm going to take my white marker and just make little dots in the eyes. And then I am going to, sorry, this is not in frame, I'm going to add my wood glue and hot glue, or maybe, no, you know what, that was my Titebond quick and thick multi-purpose glue and hot glue to the back of my little pig, and I add it to my sign. And then I'm going to use the same glue for the snout, add it to the front of the pig, and then the same thing with the ears, add a little bit of the Titebond quick and thick multi-purpose glue and hot glue for the ears. Then I'm just going to create some hanger holes, and I'm going to take some of this white, I don't know if it's macrame cord or what, but this comes with the shelves from Dollar Tree, and I have a stash of them because I never use them, and I just use that for the hanger. And then I had some of this pink rickrack next to me, so I'm just going to glue it along the front, the edge of that placemat on the front and the bottom, or top and bottom, and there it is. Welcome to our pen. I'll tell you what, that's how I feel right now about my house. I feel like it is a pig pen, and so I thought this was relevant to the way my life is right now. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And Marie made these miniature items. They are so cute, Marie. Thank you so much for sharing them. And then Kathy, she made all these pretty little pieces. And make sure you keep Kathy and her family in her prayer. They're going through some struggles right now and could really use your prayers. Thank you, ladies. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Here's DIY number 4. So I am sitting in my living room because I have my niece and my granddaughter crafting with me. So we have a little bit of a different angle here. But I'm going to take 5 tumbling tower blocks here, and I'm going to use my Titebond quick and thick multi-purpose glue, and I'm going to glue 5 of them end to end like that. I actually created 7 pieces that had 5. I created 4 pieces that had 3, 1 piece that had 5.5, and then 2. Now I used 4 singles. So I'm going to connect the 2 strips of 3 to the 2 strips of 5 using my Titebond. I did not use any hot glue on this because that stuff is so thick it sets up really quick. And so I knew I didn't need to, so I just used my multi-purpose glue, my quick and thick multi-purpose glue. And I'm going to make 2 rectangle shapes just like you see. After that, they were done crafting, so I went back to my craft room because I felt a little more organized and I felt so out of sorts in my dining area that I just, okay. Anyways, back to this. I'm cutting this. It was a little bit more than half, I think, but I traced it. I'm cutting it. Sometimes these tumbling tower blocks cut really easily and sometimes they don't. So once I had it cut, I'm going to add that half piece to the end of one. And then I'm going to take my Titebond glue again, and I'm going to glue these all side by side. And then I'm going to take the one that's a little bit longer, and I'm going to add that at the very end, to the top part of it. And I just, again, use Titebond glue, and then I'm just going to put those pieces together. And then I was like, what am I thinking? I need to add, so I took a single one here, and I added some more Titebond glue, and I'm adding that going vertical instead of horizontal, just like that. See, that's what I was doing. Did the same to the other side. Then I took some of this beautiful vellum. It has like eucalyptus leaves on it, and I am tracing it out, and I cut it out. And then I took my antique wax by Waverly. I'm going to go over all of my pieces that I made with the antique wax, as well as those single pieces. And then once I wipe on or brush on that wax, I'm going to wipe off the excess with paper towels. After I had all of them done and dry, I am going to take my Type Bond Quick and Thick multi-purpose glue and some hot glue here. Look at that brush. It's got glue all the way because I was running out of that glue and I kept having to dip my brush in there and it was all over the handle, all over my hands. I was making a mess. Anyways, I'm going to use my hot glue as well, and then I'm going to glue my vellum to the back side of both of those rectangle pieces. Then after that, I'm going to use the same multi-purpose glue and hot glue, and I'm going to glue them onto my base. Now you could always make this bigger if you want. You could make the sides bigger. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something a little simple. There's a reason for this, and I'll tell you that in a moment. But I'm just taking one of these blocks, putting one on each end, and then I'm going to connect it to the front, and then I'm going to take some more. I'm just going to use hot glue on the top and bring those in between both. Now I wanted to make this kind of open so that I could, because I want to put, this is a light box, and I wanted to put a strand of lights that I have, but I wanted the cord to be able to come out and plug in. So I'm going to add, just glue the little pieces of vellum to the ends, but the sides are not glued. So I can hopefully, the idea is, put my cord through it. Then I decided, okay, I'm going to use some more of this braided ribbon, and I'm just going to glue it all the way around the top of my light box, as well as all the way around the bottom. And then I decided to go ahead and do it on the inside so that you don't see the seam of that paper as well. And it's just going to cover that up. It gives it a nice decorative look. And then I put some candles in for now, but there it is. I love how this came out. It is so pretty. I just love it. You have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. The final reveal is coming up. There you go. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and make sure you check out that playlist. And Kathy Jo, I'm sure you're going to get all kinds of fun ideas of what you can do with a flip-flop, tumbling tower blocks, and placemats. And make sure you watch, everybody. Give them some love, thumbs up, comment, all that fun stuff. And if you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe before you go. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed week. I will be back again with a special video on Tuesday, so I will see you then. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.